Hello and welcome back to this channel. Dear students, today's topic is transient response of RL resistor inductor and RC resistor capacitor circuits. In this video, I will tell you some tricks to draw different graphs. There are different graphs. You don't have to memorize, you don't have to mug up all these graphs. I will tell you simple tricks so you can easily reproduce, you can easily draw any type of graph related to this. So first part is driven RL circuit. Again, there are two types. One is driven and another is undriven. From the name itself, it indicates driven means some voltage source is connected. Undriven means no voltage source is connected to the circuit. So first circuit is driven RL circuit. How to draw the diagram? As the name indicates, it is RL. So I have drawn resistor and inductor. L is inductor. One switch must be shown in all such diagrams, and it is written that T is equals to 0. That means switch is closed at T is equals to 0. In another language, switch was open before T is equals to 0 and one voltage source is connected. You must remember these two formulae, which is the current passing through this circuit and VL of T, that is voltage across inductor. If you know this formula, you can draw the graph. Now to draw the graph, you need to know two mathematical identities, very simple identities. E raised to 0 is 1 and e raised to minus infinity 0. Now how to draw the graph? If I want to draw the graph for I of t is the current flowing through this circuit. Only you need to mention two conditions. So first condition is at t is equals to 0. Wherever in this equation t is there, I will be putting t is equals to 0. So this term remains constant, this term remains same, this term contains t term. I am putting t is equals to 0. So r by l into 0 becomes 0. You will get e raised to 0. E raised to 0 is 1. That means this term becomes 1. So remaining term is v by r minus v by r. That means this gives I of t is equals to 0. Second condition you need to apply at t is equals to infinity. As I mentioned, only two conditions you need to put in the equation. One, t is equals to 0, that we did. Second, t is equals to infinity. If you put t is equals to infinity, first term remains as it is because it don't have t term. In the second term, I have the notation t and I am putting t is equals to infinity. Infinity into r by l is infinity. So you will be getting e raised to minus infinity. E raised to minus infinity 0. So this term becomes 0. That means this term gets vanished. Remaining term is I of t is equals to v by r. Now the question arises, how can I plot this graph? Very simple trick. On x-axis, I will be marking t, that is time period. On y-axis, I will be marking I of t because this is the graph of current I of t. This is 0 point. Now at 0, value of I of t is 0. So the graph will start from this point. At infinity, value is v by r. V by r, I will mark somewhere here. Say this is the level of v by r. It is positive v by r. So I have marked it on the positive axis. Suppose this is the level of v by r. Now every graph is exponential because it contains the term e raised to something. So draw the graph directly like this exponential graph and it will touch this line of v by r at infinity. So the nature of graph is like this. Very simple, you just have to put these two values. Second, if I want to draw the graph of VL of t, how to do it? Same analogy I will be using. First, I will put at t is equals to 0. If you put t is equals to 0, this v remains as it is. You will get e raised to 0. E raised to 0 is 1. That means v into 1. Answer is v. Similarly, at t is equals to infinity. If you put t is equals to infinity, you will get e raised to minus infinity. E raised to minus infinity 0. 0 into v is 0. So answer is 0. Now how to plot this graph? Again same logic. On x-axis, I will be plotting t. On y-axis, I will be marking VL of t. That is voltage across inductor. This term. Now at t is equals to 0, we have value v plus v. So somewhere I will mark v over here. At infinity, the value becomes 0. As I mentioned, graph is exponential. So graph starts from this point and it will reach to 0 at infinity. So I have shown it by a dotted line. This is the 0 point. So this is the way how you can memorize the graphs. Now this is for driven RL circuit. Let us discuss the next circuit. The next circuit is undriven RL circuit. As the name indicates, it is undriven, but in the diagram voltage source is shown how it works. See, there is a switch for which I have written T is equals to 0. Initially, the switch will be connected at point A like this. This is the initial connection. Then this voltage source will be connected across R and L circuit. At T is equals to 0, the position of switch is changed and now the switch will be connected to point B. In this case, if the switch is connected to point B, the voltage source will not be connected to the circuit. Then the question arises how the circuit will function or how the current will flow through the circuit. Very simple. Initially, the switch was connected to point A, so voltage source was connected and some current was flowing through the inductor. Inductor and capacitor are storage devices. So at T is equals to 0, when you will change the position of switch at point B, then the stored charges will start flowing through the circuit that will make the flow of current I of t in the circuit. That's why this circuit is known as undriven RL circuit, because at t is equals to 0, the voltage source is not connected since the switch is connected at point B. Now these are the equation. This is the equation of current and this is the equation of voltage across inductor. How to plot the graph? Like the previous case, we need to consider two conditions at t is equals to 0. If you put t is equals to 0, this term is e raised to 0, that is 1 into v by r, answer will be v by r. Then at t is equals to infinity, you will be getting e raised to minus infinity, 0, 0 into v by r is 0. So clearly it indicates that, see, on this axis I will be marking t, on this axis I will be marking notation I of t. Clearly it indicates at t is equals to 0, value is v by r, so this is the 0 point, it is plus v by r, so somewhere I will mark v by r. At 0, this is the value. At infinity, it becomes 0. Every graph is exponential, so draw the graph like this. It is exponentially decreasing. It will meet 0 line at infinity. This is the nature of graph for I of t. Same logic for VL of t. At t is equals to 0, if I will put t is equals to 0, this is e raised to 0. E raised to 0 is 1. 1 into minus v, I will get the answer minus v. If I put t is equals to infinity, e raised to minus infinity is 0. 0 into minus v is 0. So answer is 0. Now the question arises how to plot this graph. Again the same techniques. But do remember, now at 0 I am getting value minus v. So I am plotting it at negative axis. This is the 0 point. From 0 onwards it is positive axis. 0 downwards it is negative axis. So I have marked minus v at the negative axis. So graph starts from this point minus v. At infinity it becomes 0. So nature of graph is like this. Every graph is exponential. Only you need to identify the starting point. And if you just remember these two formulae, you can draw both the graphs. Now the next circuit. The third circuit is driven RC circuit. It is very much similar to the RL circuit. The diagram is almost same. In place of inductor, we have shown the capacitance, and voltage across capacitor is Vc of t. Current is I of t. So it is driven RC circuit. At t is equals to 0, the switch is closed. So voltage source V will get connected across the circuit and current will pass flowing through this circuit. So that's why this is the reason why it is called as driven RC circuit. Now like the previous derivations, you need to just memorize these two equations, current and equation of Vc of t. Same technique, at t is equals to 0, if you put t is equals to 0, e raised to 0 is 1, so answer will be v by r, because 1 into v by r becomes v by r. Same way, if you put this answer is v by r, same way if you put t is equals to infinity, you will get e raised to minus infinity, which is 0, so 0 into v by r becomes 0. How to plot this graph? Again the same techniques. I will be plotting t on x-axis, on this axis I will be plotting I of t. At t is equals to 0, the value is v by r, so at 0 I will mark the level of v by r somewhere here. It is positive value, so I am marking it on the positive axis. The graph ends at infinity. Graph is by default exponential, so graph nature of graph is like this. Second, equation of Vc of t. Vc of t is the voltage across capacitor. It is v minus v into e raised to minus t by rc. If you put t is equals to 0, you will get e raised to 0. E raised to 0 is 1. This term becomes 1. but 1 will be getting multiplied with v minus v is 0, so answer is 0. At t is equals to infinity, you will get e raised to minus infinity. E raised to minus infinity is 0, 0 into v is 0, so v minus 0, answer becomes v. That means the nature of graph will be, again this graph is vc of t versus t. The graph will start at 0. At 0 value is 0. At infinity value becomes v. So somewhere I will mark the level of v, this level, and the nature of graph is like this. It is exactly same to that of driven RL circuit. Only difference is in the values. Here we have the value v, and the nature of graph is exponential. It will touch to this line of v at infinity. So this is the way how you can memorize the plots of different circuits. Now the last circuit we'll discuss, that is undriven RC circuit. This circuit is for undriven RC circuit, which is very much similar to the undriven RL circuit. Only difference is that in place of inductor I have shown the capacitor, and voltage across capacitor is Vc of t. Again you need to memorize these two equations. Equation of current V by R e raised to minus t by RC. Then equation of voltage across capacitor, that is Vc of t is V into e raised to minus t by RC. Same way, at t is equals to 0, if you put t is equals to 0, then you will be getting e raised to 0. E raised to 0 is 1, so answer is V by R. If you put t is equals to infinity, e raised to minus infinity is 0, so 0 into V by R is 0. That means the graph of I of t will be like this. At 0, value is V by R, so somewhere I will mark V by R. At infinity, value becomes 0, graph is exponential, so graph will be like this. It will touch to the 0 line at infinity. This is the graph of I of t. Same way for Vc of t. If you put t is equals to 0, e raised to 0 becomes 1, 1 into v becomes v. Then e raised to, if you put t is equals to infinity, you will be getting e raised to minus infinity, which is 0, 0 into v is 0. So the graph starts at t is equals to 0, whose value is v, and ends at infinity, value becomes 0. Nature of graph will be same, only values will be changed. Here I will write Vc of t. At 0, value is v, at infinity it becomes 0. So this is the way how you can draw the, how you can plot the different graphs as far as this RL and RC circuits are concerned. One important part in this case is this term 1 by RC is known as time constant of the circuit. In earlier derivation, we were getting the term R by L. Reciprocal of this, that is L by R, is known as time constant of the circuit. And one more important part related to this, if you are getting the equation like this, V by R minus V by R e raised to minus R by L t, like this, then the first term, in which t term is not there, is known as steady state response. The second term, which contains the notation t, is known as transient response. Transient means it is changing with respect to time. Steady state means it is remaining constant, not changing with time. So these are the two types of responses. From any equation, it's pretty simple. If it contains notation t, it is transient response. If there is no t term, it is the steady state response. So dear students, that's it for today's session. Thanks for attending this session. Thank you very much.